Hey, Manny Gang. How are you guys? It's been more than 7 days since my last upload, so I'm confessing now. But I'm here. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that last video, so it was a pleasure putting that up. It took me a while to convince myself to get on here. And even last time. But I have a message. So the energy is kind of heavy these days. It's deep, can be kind of dark, almost cynical a little bit, right? But that energy that you're feeling, especially if it's a negative voice, it's not yours. And I just want you to know that it's being transmitted to you, these negative thoughts, because right now we're in a powerful stage of manifestation, right? And I know it's been hard to keep your thoughts positive. This morning I woke up very angry, and then I progressed to be sad that day, and events happened that I believe were trying to trigger me into a low vibration. But I'm telling you, without warning, when I got up this morning, the first thing I did is I began to pray scriptures from Psalms. And maybe I'll share them in the community center, so you guys can check those out. So it's very important to be self-aware of your thoughts, especially when negative thoughts come, because they're very dark and they're very negative and they're hopeless thoughts. And I know last time I pulled some cards, because I got this deck that is, I'm sorry, excuse me. It's in this bag down here. So, let me see if I can find it. Sometimes I like to go and do my cards outside, so I kind of pack them in this bag, right? Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. I don't know the last time I had them. Oh, I believe they're in here. Because I'm going to read you that scripture on these particular cards. I hope they're here. Oh, I'm going to be a little disappointed if they're not. Oh, and I don't think they are. They're not here, guys. But the scripture I remember, it's Jeremiah. It's a scripture from the book of Jeremiah, and it talks about God wants to give you hope in the future, right? God wants to give you hope in the future. So this feeling of hopelessness, that's not your energy, right? You feel like nothing's going right, or it's not progressing in the way that you would like it. And so you're not alone in that feeling. And I don't want to tell you completely negate what you feel, because you should be in tune with what you're feeling. But you should also be discerning about the things you feel. So when going forward, the message I have today, the energies, the negative energies that have been surrounding you are trying to block you. They're trying to block you from your hope in the future that is the promise of the Most High in your life. So this was the first card that I pulled, and it's the Justice card, right? And so we're basically going to pull around that. Now, on the bottom of the deck, it's the Sun card. So I know what you're feeling, but see, in the astral realm or the spiritual realm, the unseen, this is what's actually there. This is what's actually destined. This is what's coming towards you. But it is a choice at the end of the day to utilize this energy or to stay in the negative energy, really, that's using your mind to create negative emotions within your spirit body, right? Within your auric field to be projected out. And so when you project that out, it is hard to manifest good things, right? Especially when your thoughts are on the things you don't want. So you have to be careful about what you're thinking about. Be careful about what you're thinking about. Right. So let's see what Divine Spirit has to share with us. I don't want to be on here long, and already just that first message, we're 6 minutes in. So let's see. This negative energy, that's surrounding us in this realm, in this time. The 11/11 portal and the new moon, which the new moon was tonight. Where is it coming from? The outcome will be justice. So there is some kind of gossip or bickering going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. And start seeing our desires manifest and cancel out the negative energy that has been manifesting things that we don't want. Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit. How do we cancel out this negative energy? Share with us about this energy. And when we see our desires manifest into reality, because desires. And divine life, abundance of health, abundance of wealth. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, and then of course we have this and this. Okay. So we have the Justice card. Then of course we have that gossip. And the Eight of Pentacles. So you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work to overcome these spells. Because see, gossiping is actually spell work. A lot of people don't know that, right? So the 10 Commandments in the Bible are formulated on the 48 laws of Maat, right? M-A-A-T. And one of those laws, which they condensed down to the 10 Commandments, was it is a sin to gossip. Did you know that it was a sin to gossip? Well, it is. It is actually a sin to gossip. So there some kind of spell work being done, and a lot of people are unaware of what spells are, but in the Bible, it tells you that, words, your words have power. They have the power to create. And if you follow spirituality, spiritual teachings, like of Norville, Gordon, and things of that, right? You would know that thoughts become things, but first you speak those things into reality because your words have power, right? So, I mean, we would like to say that this gossip doesn't have any power, but it does, right? Because when people are portraying you a certain way, other people begin to see you in this distorted view from the person that's doing the gossiping. So it changes how you're perceived by others who may not know you as well. And so that's a form of spell work. And in a sense, when this happens, the people that they're talking to, the more people they talk to, and the more people they turn into, well, energetically into a negative frequency or vibe towards you, can affect you. So just imagine like a multiple people, up to 5 people, right? Have this negative perception of you. And so when they interact with you, that negative underlining vibration is there. It's being transmitted and you catch on to it, because we all are like ethers, and we have like an antenna, and we pick up electromagnetic frequencies from everything around us, right? Because everything is energy, right? And when we think of everything as energy, the all is mind. So that energy can be controlled by the thoughts and then the words that we speak. The perception creates an emotion, which creates a vibration, and it affects everything around you. Now, this could be regarding your work. This could be people at work that are doing this. But this could also mean that you should continue to diligently work at your craft, regardless of these things that are being said or done behind the scenes. And I know it's tough and challenging to overcome. But I see this 5 of Cups where you feel like all is lost. And maybe you had that feeling particularly heavy today, right? Where you feel like you were hopeless, all was lost. But you see, look, these 2 cups here, not all is lost. But see, because God promised to give you hope in a future. So hold on to that, because you are manifesting, right? What is your hope? Don't worry about what's happening and what you think's going to happen. What do you hope will happen? What is your highest hope will happen? I want you to concentrate on that, because if you do, your highest hope will eventually jump timelines if you can stay focused in that love, heartfelt frequency, sending love to others, but stay in what do you hope would happen? No matter how many losses you might perceive you've taken. Because sure, you've had more losses than these 2 that are back here. But still, it only takes 2 to believe, to manifest, right? Because this Ace of Pentacles is coming if you utilize the energy. if you utilize the energy the right way, you will have this Ace of Pentacles, right? Wealth, happy family, prosperity, right? And I see that you are moving away to calmer waters. So if you can move away to these calmer waters, right? And focus on your hope for the future, because God promised you hope in the future. So focus on your hope for the future, because you're going to manifest it and it's going to come. Your highest hope, because see, fate is, the wheel is turning in your favor. And whatever it is your will to create, you will manifest it. So focus on your hope. What do you hope will happen? What do you hope you will experience? What do you hope will transform in your life? Right? I see, I don't know if you're thinking about entrepreneurship or seeking new enterprise or anything, but this is saying that you're going to be working on new projects, enterprise, entrepreneurship. Maybe you're meant to be an entrepreneur. Maybe that's your hope, is to work for yourself and, you know, earn a living, right? To secure your abundance, your financial security, your thriving, right? And to be able to build something that you can share and give opportunities to others, because that's what business is about. It's not just about making money, but being able to give opportunities to other people. Now, there's something that is hidden from you, particularly maybe in love, or something you love, or something you hope for, right? Because the moon is here. So something is hidden, or it's something you can't see. So behind the scenes, it's working in your favor, but you got to keep your mind on the hope for the future. And I wrote something when I was in grade school about hope, or I printed out something regarding hope. And if I go and find it, I'll share it with you guys, because it was pretty profound. And I was like, is this what we were talking about in 6th grade? So I was really impressed by it. So something's hidden. And then I see a King of Wands. Is there someone who secretly, I swear it never fails. It doesn't matter what I pull, but there is some kind of dark, wands. There's a male, a very attractive male. That might be holding a secret, because this card actually represents some kind of hidden secret love. Because see this lobster, like the lobster in this tarot represents love, and it's coming out of the water of emotion. So this might be some secret emotion of love that is hidden, but as you can see, the lobster is coming out of the water and he's going on this path to the moon. So maybe someone will be coming towards you really soon to express some kind of hidden emotion that they have for you. Maybe it's this King of Wands. So, yeah. Let's pull some more cards. I want to see. Let's clarify the work. Let's do this. What do we need to, So maybe you want to pay attention to some red flags at your job. it talks about maybe somebody's trying to siphon your energy and use your energy somehow. Because I see vampire come up and then red flags. So this is something regarding the Eight of Pentacles. And this could be involving your work or something at work. It says stay in your lane. Shadow. So I don't know. So when they say, okay, if you have not been doing your shadow work, you may want to start doing your shadow work, because whoever this vampire is in your environment, right? They're going to show you some red flags, and those red flags are actually going to trigger you, right? And that's why it's saying stay in your lane. So be mindful of your triggers, because your triggers come up a lot when you have things in your deep subconscious mind, the shadow part of your mind that you have not healed. So you might want to do some shadow work if you feel like you're being triggered and you're gonna kind of lose it or go off. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane when it comes to whatever this gossip or whatever these obstacles are, this adversity, these challenges, this stagnant energy that you're experiencing right now at work. It is your justice to win and overcome this. So you will get justice in the situation. You just got to stay in your lane and really pay attention to how you feel in your shadow, right? And so this black square comes up. I'm not really sure about it. I read this card a few times, but I couldn't remember. Apparently, you are only down for doing the bare minimum. An incredibly significant time to stand up and advocate for human rights. Drawing this card reminds you that your actions need to not be just performative. They must be based in real knowledge and include follow through, both online and in real life. You don't have to be on the front lines, but at this point in history, you can't be silent either. This card is kind of telling you to something regarding work that you need to do. And maybe this work has to do with your shadow as well, but also stay in your lane, where it's telling you there's knowledge that you're supposed to be gaining, and you're supposed to be advocating for human rights, and that your voice needs to be heard. So maybe something with your shadow, you're not used to being in the spotlight or having attention on you, or people acknowledging or valuing your opinion or your thoughts, right? But you need to put those thoughts and that knowledge out there anyway, but you have to make sure you know what you're talking about, okay? Online, if you're doing this online, I don't know if this is through a platform. There's many different platforms, social media, but also in real life. You have to be knowledgeable about what you're talking about, and you have to stay in your lane in regards to that. So I think that's a larger meaning outside of maybe some of the stuff that's happening at work, because it does say that, you know, you're looking to go into enterprise, into your own business. Maybe that has something to do with where you wanna go as far as having your own business. Is this something where you're communicating? Maybe you're a public speaker, maybe you're an author, maybe you're a singer, a dancer, someone who expresses thoughts and ideas, and advocate for the significant things that are meaningful in life right now for a lot of people. A lot of people are hurting. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are being affected by this this negative energy, and maybe your voice can be something that'll help them, right? So let's see if I can see, what is this Two of Wands? This Enterprise. What is this Enterprise regarding? What is this Enterprise? So it says influencer. Are you an influencer possibly? Because that could have a lot to do with using your voice and your platform, right, to advocate for others. Maybe you're supposed to be on social media. So you need to do whatever shadow work that is to get yourself out there, because people need what you have, even though you feel like it's not valuable. And the Pharaoh card came out. So this is a cat. Looks like they just, you know, like they're in primal. Let me see what that what that represents, this card, because that's my first time pulling that one. Okay, hold up. Do you need to eat something, to drink some water perhaps, or just to take a nap? If you are hissy at the sun or other people, then you might need some time to reintegrate into the social construction of the world. I know it doesn't make sense. I don't make the rules. P.S. It's okay to not always be polite. So you remember I told you I was feeling angry? I believe you're feeling highly emotional, a little bit angry, a little bit antisocial. I get that because I did feel that energy, you know. I did feel that energy a lot. And now, you know, I'm noticing in this influencer card, you see those money signs? I didn't realize that. So this could be tied to this Ace of Pentacles and this manifestation. Are you manifesting your own business or something? You see that? This could be something you're manifesting. So yeah, just be mindful of how you feel, right? And if you do need to do that shadow work, do it. And if you do need to reintegrate into the social constructions of the world, which sometimes I feel totally separate sometimes from the social world. It's odd, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing here, you know, in the world, trying to navigate this thing. So I get that feeling. Let me pull some cards on this hidden love. What am I going to use, though? Let's use the shapeshifter since it's hidden, right? Because normally shapeshifters, they hide out, you know, they disguise themselves. And so it could be right in your face and you have no idea. So let's see. What is the moon? Can we clarify the moon here? The moon. Let's clarify the moon. Can we get some more clarity on the moon? What is hidden? What is being hidden? Is there a hidden love here? Two of kittens. You must choose. Two kittens. You must choose. And that's a 9. So, maybe you have multiple people that are interested in you and you have no idea. So you're going to have options. Well, then who is this King of Wands? Who is this King of Wands? Why is the King of Wands here? Underneath the moon. Who is this King of Wands? Holy Spirit, can you share with us who this King of Wands is? Butterflies in gloom. After sadness, happiness and hope return. Oh. After sadness, happiness and hope return. I don't know. Was there someone that you were interested in, maybe, and maybe it didn't work out? Maybe you felt like, okay, this person's not interested in me. It is what it is, you know. I don't know, because right now I feel like you are kind of feeling hopeless. But this came out on this King of Wands, so this could be part of the mental torture that you're going through, especially if this King of Wands rejected you in some way or ghosted you or something like that. But it says after sadness, happiness and hope return. So I don't know if this person is returning and it'll be something happy, but also it's saying you must choose. So maybe you'll meet somebody else, right? And then this King of Wands, who you thought was not even interested in you, and, you know, you had moved on with your life. I don't know. We're going to have to pull some more on that to just kind of get a little bit more clarity. But just know, whatever you're feeling right now, whatever sadness that you're feeling right now, whatever anger that you're feeling right now, it's not forever. And be mindful, because this is most likely not your energy, right? So pay attention to what could be affecting your energy. Okay? I'm thinking you should take a spiritual bath tonight. Maybe cleanse off some of the negative energy, or sage. If you don't do your spiritual bath tonight, sage yourself. Sage your room, where you spend the majority of your time. Just to clear out any negative energy that might be surrounding you. Especially in your room under your bed. Because I keep getting something about sleep. Like something in your sleep. Like, I don't know if something was sent in your sleep or what, but it keeps coming up. So I was just getting some clarity for the overall message, and what came out was the Empress. So you are the Empress, or you are about to birth a creative endeavor, and you're going to nurture it. You're very fertile for abundance. So whatever you've been growing, whatever seed you've planted, there is soon to be a harvest. Oh, maybe you sing, because I see a little bird here. Oh God, what do they call them? A canary? Is that a canary? I believe it is a canary. And don't canaries sing, if I'm not mistaken? See the little bird there? Maybe music or singing can help you bring in this creative endeavor or manifest this, because right behind the Empress, the Malkuth, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Kingdom card came out. Earth manifestation, being here and now. So how you're going to manifest this is staying in the present. A lot of the negative thoughts that you've been having are from the past. So you thinking about the past is creating these negative thoughts that's creating negative emotions and negative vibrations in you. So what you need to do is stay in the here and now. It's going to help you manifest, right? Grounding yourself. So grounding could be significant, maybe burning a red candle or going outside and walking in nature, barefoot on the ground. Some people like to hug trees. So maybe hug a tree, you know, do something to ground yourself and be present now. Because that's going to help you build this kingdom, this creative endeavor that you're seeking to do. And it has something to do with social media, being online, being maybe even a public speaker, but an influencer, right? People need to hear your voice, and this is going to bring some kind of income. This is going to bring this Ace of Pentacles, this wealth and abundance. And I mean, when you look at that influencer card, it's like it's going to be a global thing, because I see the euro sign, the dollar sign. So this is how I know it's going to be it's going to be worldwide. So it most likely it is online, right? Some of this is going to be associated with being online and being visible and beginning to speak and share your voice and your message and advocate, because whatever it is you have is very unique, right? And it needs to be shared to awaken others. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. I want to clarify this Two of Kittens and this the King of Wands, just to get a better idea of. But I know you're going to be moving away from whatever the negative energy that was surrounding you. You're going to be moving away from that. But can we get some clarity on the Moon and the Two of Kittens? We must choose between two loves. Who are these two loves? Oh. Can you clarify the Moon and the Two of Kittens? These cards are so big. Like, I can barely hold them. Can you clarify the Moon and the Two of Kittens? Holy Spirit, what are you trying to tell us? Something tried to show itself, but I didn't catch it. The Moon and the Two of Kittens. Can you clarify that for us? Do you have anything to tell us about the Moon and the Two of Kittens? Give it one more go here. See if anything comes out. Moon and the Two of Kittens. Oh. The Moon and the Two of Kittens. I've never gotten this card before. But that's funny, because I had just saw something on social media. It's a whip, and it's the number 11. And so we just had that 1111 portal. And then we have a woman dancing here, bare chest, with a skirt on, holding a whip. And that's clarifying. Maybe you're in control, you know, because the whip I saw earlier, it was like, you know, where there's a dom and there's a submissive, like dominatrix, and then the submissive. So I don't know, you're the woman and you're holding, so it's gonna be your choice. You're in control of who you choose. But I'm gonna have to read some more on that to see. Let's see what that means, y'all. Attraction, sex, the physical, conflict, argument, punishment, repetitive. Red hot energy emanates from the whip. It is the heat of passion. So whatever this love is, wait. And then it's two of kittens. I'm gonna have to go see what the two of kittens means. You must choose. And whatever it is, you seem sad about it. Like, I don't know. What is this, divine spirit? I have to choose. But there's passion rising. But is it pleasure or pain? That's the question. Is it pleasure or is it pain? The whip denotes friction between forces, people, situation, objects. The whip could be an exchange of harsh words or the clash of minds and thoughts or the physical contact of bodies. So was there some kind of conflict with whoever one of these secret people is? That's why it's a secret to you, because you would have no idea that this person has any kind of feelings for you, because maybe y'all had a clash of minds or harsh words were said or exchanged. I'm not really sure. There is an overtly sexual nature to the whip. So there's some type of sexual tension regarding it. That's kind of strange. Strange. It represents varying degrees of intimacy that can range from a demure encounter to an erotic affair. Ooh. So that seems whatever. I don't know. They said you must choose. So there's going to be a lot of passion regarding whatever this hidden love is, or this secret that's hidden, where you must choose, right? Through these interactions, though these interactions can begin as a subtle touch, the brush of a feather, the caress of lips, it can become wilder and unruly as you lose yourself in the heady experience. Just as love can have a dark, destructive side, so too does the whip. When it appears, confrontations may be brewing. So somebody's gonna be coming forward, like I told you. Anger and upset can bubble up from deep within. And I don't know, because it was saying something about being feral here earlier. So that's already an influence, right? Being a little moody. Sometimes innocence can spiral into full-blown rage. A comment said in jest could lead to an altercation. Overstepping boundaries could end in a fight. Conversations could turn into an argument. The whip warns you to watch what you say and do. Now, this was regarding work. So could it be someone at work that feels something towards you? Because stay in your lane. The shadow, and we talked about that, about being calm when you're triggered, right, by certain things. Um, Loose lips and harsh actions could spiral into unexpected chaos. You don't want to cause any chaos. I mean, who wants chaos in their life? So, if you need a drink of water, go grab a bite to eat, get out of diva mode, do that. The flick and switch gesture made with the whip is indicative of its rhythm, even repetitive nature, manifesting in many ways. It could be the gyration of hip dancing, the up down motion of weight lifting, or the pounding of fists. The whip can reveal the dynamic of any interaction, an ongoing off again relationship, on again, off again relationship, the physical suspense of foreplay, or the ambiguity of promises. Like maybe they make a promise, or maybe they suggest with certain things they say or do, like they're making a promise to you, and you're thinking, oh, this is what they feel, but are they? Because they didn't actually say it. So it's like a secret that you're just picking up, like, oh, that's what that means, but you don't really know for sure. It would be wise to consider whether you are engaged in any repetitive actions that could cause more pain than pleasure. How far will you go to seek out pleasure? The whip warns against playing games with involved love, lust, and relationships. So maybe somebody was playing games, with you. The cat and mouse chase with a lover could get ugly. Maybe somebody wanted you to chase them, and maybe y'all had a change of words and you didn't chase them. So I don't know. That's what I'm picking up from here, because the cat and mouse chase, right? Taunting or teasing someone could provoke unforeseen consequences, you know. So are there being games played in this choice that you gotta, in this choice that you will make? You have the power to make. You are the one in control of that choice. You got to pay attention to those red flags. And it could be that's something you got to work on, you know, and that's why it's clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, right? The whip can indicate pleasure that turns to pain if you're not fully conscious of your desires. Okay, so we talked about what your hope is. So what do you desire? So your hopes are also your desires, right? What you want might not be what you get. Casually dating someone or having an extramarital affair could end badly, or worse, violently. Be clear with your words and actions. So whatever you're doing, like, I feel like you are already in a mode of celibacy. You're not entertaining any casual fly by night kind of energy. And that's why I believe you're the one holding the whip, right? But it's all about what you entertain. You have the choice. Uh, and maybe in whatever it is you're going through, you feel like, maybe you're alone, and you've been considering having like casual relationships to extinguish whatever pleasures and desires that are feral in you, those wild primal instincts in you. Because I did pick that up when I first saw feral. That's what I thought. Like in the wild, right? Be clear with your words and actions. Act out of integrity and hold your well-being in the highest regard. You got to set those boundaries up front. Ask yourself, am I engaged in any kind of power play? What purpose does it serve? And is it worth the cost, right? The whip urges you to address your personal desires. Desires have a way of making us feel modest, icky and vile. Oh, that's true. That's true. Sometimes they can, especially when you're seeking out a certain kind of relationship. So you're not going to easily be led by lust or pleasure, even though you have those desires and those needs. So sometimes when you think those desires, you're like, oh, you feel like it's wrong or something, right? For whatever reason, we turn away from desire, suppressing the feeling and playing coy. Eventually, suppressing desires will become volatile, building pressure like a volcano. Suppressed desire will erupt into extravagated emotions and reckless activity. So you have to find a way to be able to express whatever these desires are. I know they mentioned something about dancing. Maybe you should dance to express those desires. Maybe write poetry, something to get it out in the open, right? So that it's not building up inside of you uh, and soon to erupt like a volcano. The defiant nature of the whip is really uh, the tendrils of your shadow seeking the tendrils of your shadow peeking through the surface. So suppressed desires, are like the shadow seeping through the surface. It has a defiant nature to it, right? It feels wrong. It feels bad. You get triggered by certain things people say, certain things people do, certain things people share. Like you'll be appalled, like, oh my God, be mindful of that. If you can own your shadow self, the hidden pain, the desire, and feelings you've disowned for one reason or another, you begin making space for understanding their true purpose and power. Uh, the whip offers a chance to explore the unconscious reasoning behind the most requite and reckless desires. Give yourself the privacy and permission you need to experience these deep urges. If they involve someone else, ask for full agreement and disclosure. So yeah, that's what I have. Uh, that's what I have. Right? I'm not going to verify this King of Wands, but whoever he is, he's very attractive. He's passionate about you. Um, and after sadness, happiness and hope returns. But you have the choice to choose. And if you really like someone, you don't have to wait till marriage if you're celibate. Um, Once you choose and you feel like that's the right person, really use your discernment. But don't deny your desires. Okay, integrate those. Allow yourself some freedom. Okay, but also set your boundaries and your standards. Set them high. Um, don't do anything for love or attention or support or affection or friendship. So be mindful of that, because sometimes your desires can make you do things that you wish you wouldn't have. So that's all I have for you guys. It's been an hour. It was a pleasure. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more like it, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Good night. Happy new moon.